Ever wondered what solutions pre-sales or sales engineers actually do? You might want to hang on to this video and let me tell you a bit more. Hi everyone, my name is Seraphine, and in this video I talked about how I became a solutions engineer, and now I want to dive in a little bit deeper and tell you what I actually do day to day. The core of the job is to technically validate every opportunity or lead and provide the best possible solutions for our customers. This also depends on the kind of challenges your products are addressing. Since I work in tech and specifically around infrastructure, by infrastructure here, I mean the building blocks that your code and applications are running on. So in areas like provisioning servers, connecting networks, and identity and secret management systems. Now, I am talking from my own experiences. I'll caveat this by saying it might be slightly different from company to company, but it will generally follow the same principle. I work as part of a team, and I have a one-to-one mapping to an account manager or salesperson whose job is to carry the qualified lead through the sales process and bring the deal to a close, whether it is a loss or a win. Our desired outcome is winning the deal and successfully closing that opportunity. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be describing the perfect sales process and areas where I own as an SE. If you hear me say SE in this video, I mean sales engineers, pre-sales engineers, or solutions engineers. They all mean the same thing. The SE, i.e. me, would typically come into this process around the second each call. On the first call, the salesperson is trying to understand the customer's landscape with a soft intro into our product suite. Ideally, if I have the bandwidth, I'll join this call as it gives me some context to prep with for our engagement later on. On most occasions though, I'm usually absent on the first call, and my account manager will then pass on all the information he's gotten to me, and we would come up with a tentative account plan on how we want to move the deal forward. Notice I said tentative plan, as is something to act as a guidance on how we want to work with the account. The second touch point is a discovery/technical call with us and the customer's internal platform teams, and I would be leading this call from the technical point of view. I usually start with a recap of all the information my account manager has shared prior to the call, and then open up the room for discussion from then on. My job at this point is to actively listen to their pain points and lead with discovery questions to deeply understand the customer's problem. At a very high level, most challenges can be categorized into 5 areas. At least that's how I say it. So it's either an infrastructure, security, people, workflow/processes, or an application problem. This discovery call is usually around 30 to 60 minutes long, and based on what was discussed, we would all agree on the next step, which is another aspect that I own as an SE in the sales process. There are a few paths we can take from then on. The first path we can take is doing a POV or a POC. POV stands for proof of value or proof of concept, and this is typically run by the customers with some input and guidance from us. Now, they can also offer to have a paid POV where they pay contractors or service implementation teams to run the POV on their behalf. One thing I'll say here is time boxing this process is absolutely key. Have everyone on the call agree to a timeline, say for instance 2 weeks, or else you might end up with scope creep and have the requirements expanding forever and ever. This makes me think of a very popular quote that says work expands to fill the time that it was given. Something in the lines of that. I probably just butchered that quote. So I've talked about the first path that we could possibly take, like an outcome for the next meeting, is doing a POV or a POC. The second path is giving a demo of our tool. This is usually run by me, an SC, and it's all about showcasing how our products can be used to solve the specific use cases that were discussed. This stage can involve a whiteboarding session, a value stream mapping session, or presentation. Doing a demo is the preferred path because we are completely in charge of the delivery. However, it is important to some enterprises to do a POV or a paid pilot as they are thinking strategically and long term. They would like our solutions to tick all their boxes. After the demo and all the customer questions from the technical point of view have been answered, as an SC, you can then say that that deal or that opportunity have been technically validated. It then moves on to the commercials where it's handled by the account manager. You ultimately want to win deals, right? But providing a long-term solution that fixes the customer's challenges is more important to me than winning any deal. So if our solutions is not perfect, it's not a perfect match for the customer, and I am convinced that I've done everything within my power, then it's not to be. I'm not going to force it. Because the last thing I want to do is fit a square peg in a round hole. Now back to the sales process. When the paperwork is presented to the customer, at that point is all about negotiations, and then is a yes or a no outcome. One thing you need to remember as an SC is that it can be a no for many reasons beyond your control. They might suddenly be going through an internal reorganization and they pull back the budget for the project, or a key member of staff might be leaving. If everything goes as planned and the customer accepts the terms of the contracts and signs, that is about 60% of your pre-sales job done. The other 40% of your role is usually spread between answering any additional technical questions that may arise, helping your account manager with scoping and pricing for quote generation, onboarding the customer, post-sales activities, and also helping the customer use your product. I've just described one sales cycle for one customer. In a quarter, you might end up repeating the same thing for different customers, for different use cases, about 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 times. Yeah, you get very busy as an SC. Are you going to make a lot of mistakes? Yeah. Are you going to learn from those mistakes? Absolutely. It's like a learning field. Every single day, you're learning something new. Every single day, you're making a ton of mistakes. So it's the kind of job that pushes you to step outside your comfort zone because you're speaking to all types of customers. You're trying to solve all types of infrastructure problems. So yeah, it's a very interesting role if you're someone that likes to learn new things, and if you're someone that likes to be in front of customer, if you're someone that likes to talk to people, trying to understand their problem. If all of that is you, then maybe solution engineer can be something to explore. And there you have it. In this video, I've described what I do as a solutions engineer working in the UK. There might be some bits that I've missed. Please feel free to leave a comment below or email me if you need more information. I'll be more than happy to respond to you. I do plan on filming a video on how solutions, pre-sales, sales engineers are compensated. So look out for that one. And just before you go, can you please do me a little favor? If you can just hit that subscribe button and like this video. And if possible, can you share it as well with your friends and family? It would help my channel grow, and also more and more people can learn and see this video. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.